Good morning, good morning, good morning. And yes, I am very late. However, I'm here. And yeah, I'm working on a little under 3.5 hours of sleep. So yeah, I finally went to bed about 1:30, closer to 2 o'clock. So yeah, but bless the Lord. Oh, our soul and all that is within us. And my hair looks like a crazy person trying to shampoo it. But the Lord is good, and his mercy endures to all generations. Great is his faithfulness to us. We thank him and we bless him. Oh, I'm Angela Thornton, by the way, and hello to those who are watching the replay. I know my voice sounds all deep and raspy, but that's because I just could not sleep. And here's the thing, y'all. I was asleep about 8:30, and then I got a phone call. My mom, and then the neighbor called. She needed help getting back into bed. So I only had slept about 15 minutes then. So I've been up ever since. I'm awake. I'm going to the gym. And then when I come back, I'm going to try to get a couple hours of sleep before I get some work done. Listen, I made a roast. I roasted a chicken yesterday. And if I have to say so myself, it was so good and so juicy. Because when the chicken breast, when it's cold and it's still juicy, that's when you know it's good. But anyway, thank y'all for praying for me for Saturday morning. We had a good time. Thanks again to my friend, Trish, who invited me to come. We had a good time. Y'all, they think I'm funny. I don't be trying to be funny, but Anywho, good morning. Good morning. So, do we allow fear to keep us from moving forward? It was an awesome time in the Lord. I told Trace that they asked me, I'll come back. I always have a good time with them. It was an awesome time. It just got to be me. Oh, Michelle Baltimore. Tracy is your spirit friend. With all these hit fruit pens and stuff. Child, she like all that stuff, you know. Office supplies got to match and be all cutesy. I don't, just a pen, just a regular pen. Anyway, Paul says, good morning. Hey, Dr. Kim. I was by your house Sunday morning. Oh gosh, I can't. Y'all do the most. Paul says in First Timothy, well, no, Second Timothy, sorry. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and a sound mind, a sound judgment. God has not given us a spirit of fear. And sometimes I think we allow fear to keep us from moving forward. But fear does not come from God. He's given us power, love, and the ability to make a sound judgment. What if we were inspired by that truth to approach life with confidence and courage? Yeah, you may mess up. Okay, you may fail, you may fall, but it's okay. But you'll never know what you can do if all you focus on is what you can't. You ever been around people in your family at church and they're, well, I don't know why you want to try that. I don't think that's going to work. Or what if it doesn't work? What if it does? We are right. We could just stay right here. Well, no, we're gonna move forward. And one of the gazillion, y'all, can y'all just pray that I got 90 devotionals. I probably got 130 or 200. Can y'all just pray that the Lord would tell me which 90 he want in this thing? I know I got 150 easy. One of them says, fear can keep you from pursuing the dreams and visions I've given you. Fear is meant to distract you. Fear would keep you in analysis paralysis, where you never make a decision. Fear will whisper doubts into your mind and telling you that you're not enough, or that you're going to fail, or it's not going to work, or they're not going to like it. Fear is rooted in unbelief and insecurity. Fear can keep you bound in unhealthy relationships, constant anxiety. But I want you to remember that fear is a liar. You were designed to live an abundant life full of love, peace, joy, and yes, prosperity in all things connected to the Father. Fear will keep you in an unhealthy relationship. Anybody ever stayed in a relationship longer than they should have? Because they had the fear that nobody else was going to want them. They don't want to be alone. I got all these children. I'm never going to find another man or woman. I gained all this weight. They're going to change. No, yeah, they going to change from mortality to immortality in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye. If you are swinging at me, you going to change. Yeah. When you feel fear sneaking in, breathe. Recognize that it is the presence of something that didn't come from God. Acknowledge it, but then don't let it dictate what you do. Don't let it dictate how you move. Do you know the inventions we would never have if someone just allowed fear all the time to stop them? Do you know the songs that would never be written, books never written, things never happened if you allow fear? Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not bungee jumping, okay? It's not because it's a fear, it's because it's crazy to me to tie a rope around your ankle and jump off the ledge or something tall. No, that don't make sense to me. The Lord ain't told me to jump off the thing. No, I don't see no good reason for that. Good morning. But fear will cause you to stay in a place beyond its expiration. You've ever tried something that you were afraid of and then said, oh, that wasn't that bad. Oh, I'm glad I did that. I laugh and call her Dr. Kim Medicine Woman, but she works in a lab. Can you imagine the experiments and the things that she would not know if she allowed fear? Well, I don't know because this might not work. I'm scared. Don't allow fear to dictate how you move. When you feel fear attacking you, remind yourself, greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Remind yourself that the word of the Lord declares that you can seek him and he'll deliver you from all fears. I sought the Lord and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. What things in life trigger you? What things in life trigger fear for you? Is it the fear of failure? Is it fear of rejection? Some folk have a fear of success. Or is it something you can't even put your finger on? And I can't put my finger on why I'm afraid. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of fear where your instincts and you hear Holy Spirit saying, don't do that, don't go there, don't open that door, and you do it anyway. No, not that. Fear of not moving forward. Lay them at the feet of Jesus. Whatever those fears are, bring them to him in prayer and lay them at his feet, trusting that he cares for you, because in his presence, there is the fullness of joy. In his presence is comfort. In his presence is reassurance. In his presence is peace, knowing that he is with you every step of the way. What does scripture say? In his presence is the fullness of joy, and at his right hand are pleasures forevermore. What does Psalm 56:11 say? If God be for me, what can mere man do to me? If God be for me, he's greater than the world that's against me. What have you not done because you were afraid to move? What have you not done because you were afraid of what someone would say or what it would look like or sound like, or maybe this won't work and they're going to laugh at me? What have you not done that you know the Lord has said to do? Someone said something the other day, and they said this. I'm going to tell you, God won't tell you what to do next until you do what he said last. He's not going to tell you what to do next until you do the last thing he told you. God, what do I need to do next? How do I need to move? He said, I'm just waiting on you to do the last thing I said. I'm just waiting on you to unstick yourself and do the last thing I took and told you to do. What was the last thing I said? Did you do that? Sometimes we're more afraid of what might happen, and we have told ourselves, talked ourselves out of it. But here's the thing that I know. The will of God for you, the will of God that is for you, is revealed to you as you do the will of God that is before you, like in front of you. The will of God for your life is revealed as you do the will of God that's right in front of you, before you. And if we are walking in fear, we never get the full revelation of what his will is for us because we're not doing what's right before us. We're never getting what we're going to do next because we haven't done what he said to do last. And we do that because we're moving in fear. When you live fearlessly, you exercise that sound mind, sound judgment. That means making choices that align with the will and the guidance of the Father. When you seek his wisdom, he'll give you clarity on how to move forward. Trust in his process. Trust in the process. Trust the Lord with all your heart, lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he'll direct your path. Trust in his process. Don't rush ahead of him. Here's the thing the Lord said to me, I'm with you, leading you step by step. Embrace that spirit of power. Embrace that love. Embrace that sound mind. Move fearlessly forward, knowing you can face whatever comes your way. So what if it didn't work? The people that discovered the telephone, you think it worked the first time? Now, I don't know if it's really 2 cans and a string like they tried to tell us in elementary school, but you know how many times it had to fail? You know how many times they failed trying to create penicillin before they got it right? It's all right. You can fail forward, you know. You are his beloved daughter. You are his beloved son. He is with you. Trust in the love of the Lord. Trust in the power of God. Trust in the word of the Lord for you. Can you imagine, even if it didn't work, you failed with God? Even if it didn't work, you know you got the one who knows how to make it work. Can you move fearlessly forward? Don't allow fear to dictate how you move. Don't allow fear to overwhelm you till you stay stuck and can't make a decision. You've been around them people, they can't make a decision. Well, maybe. Well, I think, no, we're going to do this. No, well, maybe. They're like, oh, you know what? I don't never make this. If you don't decide something one way or the other, we can always turn around. And unless what you're doing is going to kill somebody, I don't know, because what the people at the church gonna think? Who cares? They always think about something anyway. And they'll think about something next right after this. What the people on my job, what my family gonna think? God told you to do something. Well, I don't know. What if it don't work? Then they're gonna laugh at me. Are you gonna die because they laugh? But we say we want the Lord to bless us and we want the Lord to show us. But then when he show us, we're too afraid to do it. When he tell us, we're too afraid to move. When he say lead that relationship, step out right here on faith. Launch this. You see, we want it to be perfect. And perfection is not the requirement of the Lord. Just start. You think when they started, if one person you can take a look at, Tabitha Brown. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Tabitha Brown was an Uber driver, and she went in Whole Foods, and she became vegan and got this sausage, and went online and started talking about this here sausage and how good it was. and her personality was bubbly and effervescent. Imagine if she had never made that one video. Next thing you know, Whole Foods was like, we'll give you as much of this as we want, because people were buying it left and right. That led to all these other things. God will tell you what to do next when you do what he told you last. Now she in Target with air fryers and food and clothes and cutting boards, and he reveals it as you go. He reveals it as you go. It doesn't have to be perfect, just start. Don't let fear dictate how you move. Oh, okay, now she got her own children's channel and books, and he has great things for us all. He has great and wonderful things for us all. We may not all be on television, but he has great things for us all. And many times we don't move because of fear. Fear what it looks like or what it sounds like, or I can't do this until this happened. Well, I'm taken care of, or I got the kids. And then when the kids gone, then what's your excuse? Well, now I'm too old. I don't have the money. I don't know anybody. Honey, on Al Green's good internet, and between this Google machine and all these social medias, you don't really have to know nobody. You just need a phone. You just need a phone. Make a video. These folk start singing and getting on the TikToker. What has God said for you to do? Let's explore that. What is the one thing that you want to do before the end of the year that the Lord said you should do, that you've allowed fear to stop you? What is the one thing that you've been wanting to do, dreaming about, got a vision about, wrote it down in your journal, but you've allowed fear to stop you? What's the one thing? Let me know, and then we're going to hold each other accountable and encourage each other to start one thing. Just one. Now, if the Lord tell you 4 or 5 more, okay, but just one. Because he's not going to tell us what to do next until we do what he told us last. It's like making a cake. The cake ain't going to bake till you get the ingredients. Now that you got the ingredients, and if you don't mix them together, they could be mixed together, but unless you put it in the oven. But you got to start with the ingredients. Right. Books, hair care line. What's the one thing? And if you have that one thing that you've been afraid to take that first step, we, the Wise Word family, are here to help you and pray with you and encourage you to just take that one step. And I'm not going to say when you take one step, God will take 2, because we might need him to take 10. When you do what he said do last, he'll tell you what to do next, however many steps that is. Airment, airment. I know I was late this morning, so we are abbreviated. I will see y'all in the morning, because now I got to walk down to this here gym. Oh, bless his name. The Lord is good. But think about that one thing. Maybe you like to write greeting cards or postage stamps, or maybe you sing, maybe you're a songwriter, maybe you cook, or you got hair care products. I don't know. Well, I did say fear of success. Some people have a fear of success. And not everyone has a fear of failure. Some people have a fear of success, fear of rejection. Yeah, some people really do have a fear of success. So think about that. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Look at Kev on stage. He started out telling jokes in church. Got a whole network now. Got a whole show on a network. So think about that. Ear mint, ear mint. I'll see y'all in the morning. Let me get my body up. Be blessed. Have a good day. Think about it, and then tomorrow, let me know. All right. I'll call you later today. All right, Rumi, think about that one thing. Baltimore. Love y'all. I'll talk to you later.